Do you notice? I'm not sure if you can see this. Let me take the camera off. And do you see the R and R? When they're facing each other, they can almost look. Um, Actually, I should have made it better, but they both look like an S and an S on each of them. It looks like an ST and an ST like in first and last. When all actuality, the alphabet is Ra. The alphabet is R and within R and R is 10. 10 and the heavens, spirit of time, made up of the galactica dust. The elements that we give shortened names to, 2 letters and 3 letters in the element scale. We give it numbers. We have weights and measures to measure it out and measure it up, mix it up, and create from within the heavens. Voila. So what we have is the 18th letter is also number 39, which is 21 and 18. And the ironic thing about 21 and 18 is that there are 7 periods of 21, in which the chicken hen will only lay 6 egg. 577. If you want to put eggs, it's A through I, which equals to the passageway. And not only is this the way to the passageway, but we have to understand that it is through 66. Why do we not lay the egg? What is the continuation of that passageway? Will the door get blocked? What is going on with 66? Here is 7. Now we have to do this. I'm not alone at this. This is only one dimension. We have to do all the dimensions, a 1 square, a 2 square, a 3 square, 4 square, a 4 by 4. But we don't really have to go any more than 3 by 3 and 4 by 4 equals to 16. And this one will equal to, and this one will equal to 9, in which 2 by 2 will equal to 4, and 4, and 6, and 8. 4, 6, 8. Did I go up by 2s? Did I double up? Showing this one is in between in every manner. This equals to 8. This equals to 15. This equals to 24. 8, 6, 6. 8, 6, 6. Now watch what happens now. Number 8 fits over here. So you have 7 and 8 connecting. That's it, right? Well, your 6. Let me do this in red. Your 6. Okay. Whoop, that was a little too steep. Your 6 is here. And your other 6 is here. 66. And your 8 is now both the red pill and the blue pill. And now you have 6, 8, and 6. Now, what does it mean, the 2, 4? Well, here is where number 3 is. And with number 4 and with number 2, you will connect 1 and 3. 1, 3, 5. Do not forget these very important numbers. 1, 3, and 5. What is opposite to 2, 4, and 6? What are they doing? How are they made? What do we do with them? We still have to discuss that. That's why I want to create an input system. And through the input system, what this input system is everybody, like Wikipedia, can fill in. Either it can be taking one of the questions out and doing the mathematics, filling it in. You know, I can probably take the dictionary and then let it work to all my equations in the singular base mode, which can be the color, whether it's an odd or even number, where it sets up on the roulette board, where it sets up on the roulette board as A1, as A2, as A3, as A4, as all the way to A9. But irregardless, Once it gets to A8, it's identical. 8 and 8 and 1 and 1. 8 and 8 goes down to 7 as 1 and 1 goes up to 2. So it's the entire world is, numbers are, can I say, cyclical? They all in one way work into other numbers. And if they do not, they are made up of another number that used one part, one half, or one quarter of that number. The base of all numbers is used in location as 1 and 2. What is 3? How come the separation, like on the calculator, right? I don't know if I showed this to you yet. Let me just take a look. I always seem to be in a rush, right? Yeah, right over here. You see, when we're separating numbers, right? Let me just, there's so many subjects going on. I just want to talk about this area here, okay? I have a total of 81 squares here, okay? And apparently, I'm supposed to use 169 squares, okay? I have to figure out what is equivalent next to 169, which is 84 and 85 for the close, and 99 and 70 for the far. I just have to understand that. Just a minimum and a maximum. Now, so we have 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. Beautiful. It's exactly the same numeric value that 13 and 31 equals to area, space, and day and night, 44. It's created from number 22. Where did we get that number 22? Come on, don't lose the page. Don't lose the page. Where we get number 22. Remember, we're working on the vibration. If I base, I don't have it. I'm using this base vibration, and I use it quite often. Okay, and we have to base it on all creation is based on what they say is 11. So in order to create everything to a perfect 10, where we're heading towards the center. So to head to the center of something and to meet exactly over here, okay, right over here, both of us can't meet here. So you'll meet down here and I'll meet up here. But yet we'll both move 0.5 and 0.5 over. Now, I'm just going to use it in this mannerism. If I go 9 over to 5, that's 4. If I go 1 over to 5, that's 4. So we moved a total of 8. So let's try it. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Oh, wait a second. I said I moved 8. 1 plus 4 equals 5. 9 minus 4 equals 5. 4 and 4 equals 8. So why doesn't that work out? See, we have to understand what happens to our numbers, because we both came into number 5, so 5 is count twice. So it's the double ring. The 4, 5, 6, the Fed. 4 times 5 is 20, times 6 is 120. Plus 15 equals to 135. This is the 7th gate. This is where the game of pull comes in. The 7th gate is passage in the sun, okay, through the gateway of the 3 creation, 1 and 1. If you're going to pass something, you're going to pass it to somebody. So if you're passing the ball, someone to catch the ball with the mitt, the MIT. Now, can you count the 4th object as any object at all? And can you count a door that you open in one area space as any space at all, or just a separation? What is the difference between number 1 and number 7 and number 4? Here is the number 1. We can also look at it as here is the number 7. So what is the difference? You see, this one got the 45 angle. Okay, well, if I want, I'll bring this one to the 45 angle over here. Okay, and this one got the 45 angle, except this one got the 45 angle at the 90-degree area. Is this the 90-degree area? What is it? Hold on a second. What is it? Okay, so we have this over here. Um, so this is the 180. Okay, and remember I was talking about. Let me see. R, and I'm going to leave one separation here. Okay, and R, and look what's happening to the R and R. They create this like that FedEx point. Just trying to think, what are the R and R? Now, if I flipped it upside down, right, the R and R, I'm too bad I didn't do it a little bit better. So we'd have an arrow pointing up and down. Can we count that as the double cross, or I and H? What would this be? Looks like 6 and 6, or it looks like that A is the at sign. So this is what R and R, but there's a whole design for R and R. If you lied the R down, right, and did it like that, you can actually think that was not only was it the rabbit, right, but it can also be looking like the duck. You know what I'm saying? Like Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny. You can also draw it down that way if you want. I don't know. Okay, so we have the 180-degree line over here, right? And it's coming down over here at 225. This is where 1 comes in. The 7, if we would be breaking it down this way, the 7 would be coming in also at the 225 line if it was drawn this way. So what is the difference between this one and this one? I have to try and understand that. So if I went all the way down, it would be this. And if I went all the way down here, you know what? I should have made it shorter. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we're going to do it here. So here is my angle here, is what I end up when I draw the 1. And when I draw the 7, my angle ends up like this. So that's I'm going to take that as a basic difference. So here is number 1, because everything's a skeleton. And here is number 7. What happened? This was about the 14-minute mark, right? So we're going to end up with, let me go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do 4 of them, right? And then I'm going to do one of them. Oh, no, I have to go all the way, right over here. So this will be the number 1, and I'm going to put the 7 right on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to go straight up here. So this is number 7, and this is number 4. And it looks like we can have 2 buildings here. I'm not really sure, but at the same time, if we just draw number 1 down here, right, we can be saying we have 44, and just 44 is explaining this design. And if you can take a look, it looks like it's going down, right? How can I look at that? Looks like it's going down. It also looks like a sloped pyramid. See the way it looks like the sloped pyramid all the way up here, and then this sloped pyramid over here. It's not a regular slope, you know what I'm saying? And don't forget, this stretches out 4. So this is, and the other thing you do know is that by creating the 7 and just drawing a line, 7 and 1 do create a regular 4. The dimensions. And then once you have this, obviously you can create a roadway because this is 1 dimension. So off that roadway we can also be dropping this as we turn the corner, and we can have another roadway here and another roadway here. And then we can be also dropping off this corner. And then that means this would be going this way. Is that the way it would be going? And then this would be going this way. This one would be going this way. Same with this one over here. So anyways, that's what your dimensions and shape do. Here's your number 7. Now, if I was running my number 7, I would have to take this, run it all the way to here, run this all the way down through obligation, run this down, and now I'd have to slope these lines this way and slope these lines, whatever it is, this way, and try and figure out where this building is in the world. Try to, and then what did we do? We went up 1 over here, we went up only 1 over here, and now we'll see what that divisional line is in between the 2 buildings if I drew that properly. You know, and maybe it's a way in, you know. You come in this way, and you go this way, and you go down. There is, for me, so far, I don't know why, sometimes it's just me, and sometimes I just can't explain certain things. But otherwise, the mathematics are there. So what is happening? So hold on a second. So what was happening with this? If I would overlap these, what would be happening if I overlap these? So let me take these and overlap them. I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm doing it bigger just so I can see better. So I'm going to go 8. And then I'm going to go all the way down. And then I'm going to go all the way up. And then I'm going to do the same thing for this one. This one, instead of it being 4 here, right, I'm going to go 8. I have to check what this is. So that's straight. So I'm going to have to go 8. So I'm going to have to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'm going to have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like that. And then I would have to go 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's what that would look like. Now if I push that 1 higher, it would look like the Star of David. Now these are the obligations of the 1 and the 7. The 1 numeric value base 34, 7 base 65. The total is 99, and it says LOVE, in which these 2 are 27 and these 2 are 27. The reverse is 8, 10, 99. They become 7, 11 base, 3, 1 base. 7 with 1, 2, and 3 base. Here is your 99. If I had to move this and shift it up, the shifting up would be, don't forget how would I do that? The shifting up would I still be by 4? So I'm going to make 2 shifts. Instead of going to here, I'm going to go to here. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do it with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'm going to go all the way up to here. And then I'm going to go all the way to here. So I'll be only chomping out this Star of David. is the Star of David I would be chomping out. Now, if I went one lower, okay, if I went one lower, I would have only one piece over here. So this is the best that we can turn this into. So do you understand what's going on here? Just give me something. Give me a second. Hey, everyone. Yeah, so I took a little 10-15 minute break. I was thinking about things, and usually I forget what's going on once I do that. So there's a lot of other things that go on, but what I want to do right now is to make a minor reset with what these numbers are over here. I want to show before this video ends that the year of time that ended was the year 5760. It was the year 2000. This is Hebrew time. It is 19 and 20, which is noted to be the S and the T letter. They're equaling to 39. One second. When you write the R letter, I'm just going to do this in small form, right? And you write it facing the R. What you end up with is what looks like this, what they draw as a 5 has also been used as an S. These two over here. Now, if we take a look, right? If we take a look right over here, I already did it here. When you write it in cursive, it looks like SD1. When it crosses over the top, it becomes the T into the S. What is the whole design? The V is at the bottom. The V is 22. The D is 4. In between is what is the K. And if you chop off the nose of the R, you end up with that K. If you chop off that nose. Now, does it really mean anything? I'm not sure, but if you look at part of the mathematics that might go along with this, is where 2 times 9 equals to 18, and 2 plus 9 equals to 11. And this is where it begins. First, you're going to have 8 and 9. Here, you're going to have 1 and 2. Then you're going to have 17. Okay, and then you're going to have 3. You're going to have 17 and 72, and here you're going to have 3 and 2. And then you're going to go on to have 5 and 6, and then you're going to go on to have 30 and 11. Okay, we're going to stop here. So this is A, this is B, and don't forget, this scenario, okay, is B and I. And I should really be ending this video because it's A through H to begin it. And then it's B through I. And what it is by creates 18 and what is 11? What is 11? 2, is it 2 cubes, 1 and 1? So what you have over here is this is your first equation, number 29, which your second equation, okay, of 2 plus 9 equals, 2 plus 29, and then that will equal to 11. We cannot multiply it again because 2 times 9, 2 plus 9 will equal to what is over here, right? It equals to 29 again. And then 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 8 is 8, so this is 9. 1 plus 1, 1 plus 8, and this is what 11 is. Whoop, am I showing it on the camera properly? Right? 1 times 8, so 1 and 8, the multiplier, the addition. And then here, 1 plus 2 and 8 plus 9, and this one becomes 20. And then 1 times 2 is 2, and 8 times 9 is 72, so this becomes 74. This becomes 5 and 6. This becomes 89. This becomes 5 and 6. I have to make this become 11 because that's a put together number. Then I'm going to have to separate them apart. Or I could have split this apart again, but then it would start over again. So really the ending for this is now this world over here. See, we have 1 at the 7th gate and 2 at the 7th gate. It means we have 3 at the 7th gate. It means we actually have this. This would be the 7th gate, and this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this would be the 7th gate, right? Or would this be the 7th gate? Like that. All around 5. Because if you notice the 7 card, the gateway is here and here. Don't forget this is the cube. So now we're going to have to draw 2 cubes. So this might be getting a little complicated right now, and I have to think about this a little bit more. But if we go backwards with 29, right, it'd be 29, and then it would be 54 or 45, and then it would be 14 or 41. There's 2 ways. There's ways to get to both of these. And then it's going to be 56 gets me to this one here, to 32, to 12, to 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 brings me to the 7th, and the 7th one is going to create me the 8th and the 9th, the heavens in the birth. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching this very long video, and there's so much more to do. So much more to do. And it's only with the truth. Let me make this bigger. I want to make a little speech about what I think, what I believe. More about separation of area space and how to understand it. Because it's got to be discussed so we can understand it to the easiest form, and what designs and shapes we can get. We remember we're the children of God. R. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. Yes, no, I have to say this. That how can we bring the world together and unite it? By knowing the truth about creation. That when you can prove it through sciences of games, and you have to understand what it is. I can't explain it to you. Why believe the cube? Why believe KAABA? Because the KAABA is now leading 2 billion people. If it's coming off the cube, why is it coming off the cube? Tell me more stories inside the cube. Tell me more. And all the equations are in the universe, right down into your body, as you match everything up. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus, R and R. Squishy.